So hi there, welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good. Nervous?
Yeah, excited and nervous, a bit dubious about, what other people are going to be like in the house and what's going to happen and how cruel Big Brother might be.
Or lovely and
Or
friendly.
lovely, of
Yeah.
course.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you and what do you do? Where do you come from?
Okay, my real name is Benedict Garrett, but I work in a field when I use other names, particularly the name Johnny Anglais. Johnny Anglais. Now, I used to be a teacher, known as Mr. Garrett, obviously, but I kind of hit the headlines a couple of years ago because I was also doing stripping and appearing in pornography as well, which I still know but do, as well as other stuff. I've done some mainstream acting as well, and bits and pieces, and I write occasional things for newspapers and magazines. I've had a couple of books published.
Wow.
And I go around the country as well. I speak at universities, speaking about issues to do with the adult entertainment industry and sex generally. So I do various things, but mainly stripping and porn, and the name I mainly use for those is Johnny Anglais.
What are you going to bring to the house?
What am I going to bring? Well, I think first of all, I'm somebody who, well, in the last couple of years, I'm somebody who's really sort of challenged perceptions of various different things. So I think first of all, I will bring somebody that other people and the public hopefully will find someone quite interesting, in the sense that perhaps what they see is not necessarily the person that
So you're saying we've never had a housemate like you?
Well, I know every housemate's different, every housemate is unique, and each one carries their own story. And I mean, obviously, I don't personally find my life any more interesting than anybody else's, because it's just my life. It's just become, day-to-day mundane for me. But other people seem to find my life fairly interesting, and the press has been interested in the past. So I think now, with the opportunity for me to be seen 24/7 and be able to actually express myself rather than it being controlled by a journalist as such, that would be good. But also for me, I mean, I love learning about other people and being and meeting people from different sort of backgrounds, and having my own perceptions challenged as well. So that's why I'm really looking forward to going to the house and learning from them. But yeah, I think that's what I'll be bringing.
Okay, describe your ideal housemate to me.
Gosh, my ideal housemate. Well, I guess it's a different type of house. In terms of, being somebody who, well, we're all sexual beings, I suppose, so it would be lovely to be able to, meet someone there who I was attracted to in many levels, I suppose. My sort of person, somebody who has, who's very open-minded, somebody who has a, interesting background, somebody who, comes from a very different background to me.
You kind of touched upon this ever so slightly, but are you looking for love in the house?
I'm not looking for love, no. And in fact, even in my life nowadays, I'm not looking for love because I actually love being single. I enjoy being single. I enjoy my independence. However, I wouldn't stop something if there was the right person and something developed.
So you're open to...
I'm very open to things, absolutely. And if I can find somebody where, where there's a connection and also the basis on which that relationship is built. And obviously, I do work that for many people, it would be difficult for them to deal with knowing that their partner does that. I mean, in principle, I shouldn't have a problem if my partner did it, but then when it's when it's a day-to-day thing, how would I deal with it? I don't know. So I realise what I do is not the most conducive to a traditional relationship as such, but I'm not necessarily looking for a traditional relationship. I'm not the marrying kind. I've no problem with long-term relationships and committed relationships, but I'm not the marrying kind. So options open, absolutely, and we'll just see.
What's your space? Do you think you'll be popular in the house?
Well, obviously one wants to be popular. I'm going there to be me. I'm not going to go in there and to try to be popular. I'm aware there are things that I do that might irritate people sometimes. I mean, I can yak on, for goodness sake. People glaze over very often. That's part of the teacher in me. So I think some people might find me a bit boring. Sometimes I'm aware, having had criticism from people when I've been on TV in the past, I come across sometimes as a bit arrogant, I think. Or they think I'm a bit egotistical, and that might be because of the way I look or the way I talk. So,
I'm not
initial
getting that
impressions.
vibe. I'm getting a great confidence and a very kind of self-assured vibe, which is
not... Yeah, but it's a thin line, isn't it? Exactly. So, and also I'm aware that sometimes I talk over people. I get very passionate in discussions and debates, and some people can interpret that also as argumentative, or somebody who likes conflict. I don't like conflict. I'm very much against, but I like a good debate. I like a good discussion. I think sometimes
that's what
people...
Big Brother needs.
Well, absolutely, but some people might find that irritating.
It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Likewise,
Thank you so
lovely to
much.
meet you as well. Thank you.
Best luck from all of us at Digital.
Thank you very much.